Hi Virgos, and welcome to your reading for December 1st through the 9th. Be true to your heart. Now you have the Justice reversed and the Moon reversed. So the first week of December, you may be feeling a little off-balanced. Some of you may be being a little too logical and not really letting your emotions show very much at all. Like in your heart, you know how you feel and it aches you, but you kind of keep that hidden. Your more logical self is what most people see, and you're not really letting the emotional aspect out right now. You're mostly kind of keeping it to yourself and not really telling anyone or letting it in. It could possibly feelings for someone that you don't want anyone to know about, or it might be a situation to where you're already with someone and you have feelings for someone else, and it's trying to tell you to be true to your heart because it's really hurting you keeping that inside. You may feel like you're kind of self-defeated because there's really no good way about this feeling or thinking, especially if you are in a relationship already, and you might just be staying in it just because you feel like that's where you should be, and might be a lot of inner thoughts, thinking, dreams, some kind of maybe self-deception somewhere, obviously, because you're not being true to yourself. Or being true to yourself, you're just not kind of being true to others around you, maybe, or not letting them in. Not lying, but not really letting them into your thoughts. And at some point you're going to have to make a decision. And with that, you have the Six of Cups and the Chariot. So with the Chariot, you have a lot of self-discipline and a lot of control and determination in order to keep control of your life right now. And you've been staying really focused towards your goals, and you just keep pushing ahead. Maybe some of you are going somewhere, or maybe the decision that you have to make is going to come quickly. It's not, you're not going to have time to think about it. You're going to have to make some sort of decision quickly without thinking. And it's not going to be logic that most people would expect you to. It might just kind of blurt out or come out at that time. And you're still stuck in the past, still thinking of this person, memories of good times. Everybody shouldn't take life seriously all the time, and sometimes we get into that situation to where sometimes we need a reminder to lighten up a little bit and to not take everything so seriously. Kind of have some fun and go with it, and go with your feelings and thoughts and emotions, and throw the logic away for a day. Now, fresh approach. With this new fresh approach coming, you have the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Swords reversed and the Eight of Wands. Now, 2 8s, because I noticed you have Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands, and usually that's about abundance and leadership. It could be influence, your consciousness, and with this new approach that you had towards after making the decision that you had to make, you're really going to free yourself, and you're going to end up finding a solution, and you're going to finally reclaim your personal power that you had, or that you do have. You've had it all along, but maybe got a little lost for a minute. You can finally, to understand your own thoughts and stop thinking so negatively about yourself and get a new perspective and strength. And this new burst of confidence is going to come, and it's going to be like you are ready to do anything and just overcome your fears, like almost like you're a new person, almost like things that you wouldn't do, risks that you wouldn't take before. Maybe you're willing to be like, yeah, I'm going to try that. That's something that I would never do in the past, and I want to do something, start new and do new things in the future. And finally starting to believe in yourself again, and you're not going to let anybody discourage you. And it's going to come in, and you're going to make so much progress, and things have already set in motion. And with this person, if it is a relationship issue, which I feel like it is, and when you had to make that decision, I think a lot of that came out with you. And with this person, you feel like, as soon as you seen them, it was love at first sight. And you may be getting a message from that person. If you're not with that person right now, you'll soon get a message from them or hear from them in some way. Now, contemplating, thinking, you have the Tower and you have the Nine of Swords. And I really like the Tower in this. Actually, I've been really liking the Tower a lot lately. I don't see it as a bad thing, like most of how it's read. Most of the time how people read the card is it's a bad card, and I really don't see it that way. At least in this reading, and in other readings also, but especially in this reading. Like, it's almost like a new beginning, like you're gonna start new ways and new beginnings, and I feel like that there's gonna be some sort of surprising event or something that's like maybe a pregnancy, or I don't know, some kind of surprise. Either a baby on its way is what I'm thinking. Just maybe finally letting go of all your feelings that you've kept inside for so long, of just releasing all of that and all of the negativity that comes with holding on to it. And once that happens, I feel like all of the worry and anxiety and the sleepless nights that you've been having, and if you have been going through that, will start to get better the more you let this go. And I feel like once you're able to let them go, you won't have that worry anymore. And yeah, the Six of Swords, which you're moving forward and you're going with this, and you're finally healing and transitioning and moving towards, or you're just moving, and you're finally getting the support that you needed, or you got back the support. Not that you lost it before, but you're feeling better about yourself. So, like at first when you were keeping everything in and you were a bit unbalanced, and if you're feeling that way right now, start looking and pay attention to the red flags, because that's what's going to help you make the decision that you need to make. And there might have been some deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So this could either be that they're decepting you or you're decepting them. Deception had to do, deception was probably, this does have something to do with love. That deception could have been just you holding your feelings in and not saying anything, just not letting your true feelings out for everyone else. So I know deception looks it's not a nice word, but there's so many different sides of deception. I just feel like it's just you keeping your feelings in and not letting them out, not really letting the real you out, just kind of you, but not you, not the way you know you, if that makes sense. And then express your love. Like when you finally make that decision, and you start moving towards where you need to be, and you start letting your emotions out, it says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So maybe that person that you were thinking about, or maybe rekindling your feelings with whoever you were with before and just kind of letting it go. But it looks like it's going to be a pretty good week. So thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you next week.